Hello, family and friends, and as always, my beloved veterans, it's Emilio Roman, and
Daniela Roman.
hey, and we're in the closet. Daniela, come out the closet.
I can't yet.
You look like you're in a closet. You know that,
Yeah.
right?
A little foyer closet.
Hey guys,
today.
folks are like, what are these two talking about? All right, so we are actually visiting a co-author, celebrity. You guys all know her, Jenny from the block. So
Hey.
we're hanging out with Jenny. So we're staying down here. We have a couple of projects. So we had a great dinner. And so everyone, interestingly enough, here is in their own position. We got people here. Danielle was just in the bathroom, and she was going to go live from there.
Out.
So anyway, we're just having some fun. And yeah, we just wanted to catch you up on a couple of things that's going on. So tomorrow, you want to catch the Spiritual Sunrise Show tomorrow. The reviews from the last week. Today, today was what, babe?
Oh, Jose Flores. What an amazing soul. Oh, I could have listened to him all day. The stories he has, and he was just so inspiring. And, you know, along with him explaining, what his wife does for him, and they're just such a great team. And Love Story, I can't wait for the book to come out, what true love looks like. Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah, amen. In fact, speaking of books, I just cash apped him for 2 books. So he's got one in Spanish and he's got one in English. Not for this one. What is it?
I'll steal the English one from you.
There you go. You don't mean Spanish? Come on. ¿Qué pasa? ¿Tú no lees español?
Well, if I had a husband that would teach me.
Oh, if I had a wife who would cook for me.
Oh, everybody knows that's not true. They pick something else.
So, no, guys. So, we're just having a little banter. But yes, Jose Flores, we had him on today. And yeah, what the reviews, all of our guests are picked. And when we choose and we vet our guests to fit our mission and alignment of helping to begin the healing, right? So that's what we do, right? We help people begin the healing from life's traumas. So whatever that looks like for you, our story. If you don't, I'll share mine. Daniela will share hers. And then you can continue to see where all of our broadcasts always come back to some form of gratitude, forgiveness, and service. Like those are the core pillars of what we do. And when it comes to the forgiveness piece and the traumas, many of you get to know my story, but we continue to gain new listeners and people watching from all over, and we're blessed. But for me, as United States Marine Corps veteran, I've been labeled with PTSD. I've been labeled bipolar. Hell, they've given me so many labels, they don't know what the hell's going on. Seriously, I go, oh, is this Mr. Roman? You got this and that. And I'm like, so again, when you label me, you negate me, right? So that's the diagnosis that they gave me. But what I've learned and what I've come to figure out really through a lot of soul searching and working with people is that I'm really none of that. I'm none of that bullshit that they've told me. I'm just off-centered. Okay, I'm off-centered with my principles and my values. So I'll let them keep calling me bipolar. I'll let them keep labeling me what they want to. But at the end of the day, I know that I'm just off-centered with my own values and mission. So if you too have been labeled, if you too have been told you've got ADHD, you've got all this other crap, you know what I mean? So you really have to come to a place, and that's only going to come through growth, a community. And that's what we continue to discover within ourselves, is that we need each other. I need you and you need me. And when you can begin from that perspective, then you can begin the healing. Sweetie, what is it? Your situation?
Well, it's funny that you just, what Spiritual Fitness Academy stands for: gratitude, forgiveness, and service. And as you were saying it, I don't know if I've ever really thought of it and just said it now, like in that order, right?
Yeah.
We have to be grateful and understand, what we have in our lives. And in order to forgive, we can't be of service to anyone else until we heal ourselves. And that has to do with, being vulnerable, then understanding what you do have in your life that you're grateful for, forgive whatever it is that you've been holding on to. And once you're healed and whole again, you can be of service to others. It's kind of in that order.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for acknowledging that, love. And that's the way I see it as well. Even though you and I never really had that conversation, we just know that those are the core principles that we espouse to. That's what we teach. That's where we've gotten the best results from the students that we work with. It's amazing. And I'm preaching to the choir here. We work with intimate groups. I'm really not a person who likes large groups, contrary to popular belief. You may see me on stage with the Guinness Book of World Records with the group. I've gone to Robert J. Moore's and a lot of events in Canada, but I have to mentally prepare to get and put myself in that place because, again, with the PTSD label, I'm not a fan of crowds. Okay. And so I have to really, really mentally prepare. Loud noise, that puts me in a different state. So it really is knowing yourself, right? And positioning yourself with like-minded people and just you have to be vulnerable. You have to put your shit out there. I mean, most people are just hiding. They have this mask. With me, I mean, what you see is what you get, right? I really come to find out, and people are like, oh my God, did he really say that? I've learned, and it's been a long time coming, but I've learned that I respect the people, and if you're honest with yourself, the people that you and I respect the most are people who are just themselves, and they've learned to become independent of the good opinion of other people. Not that they don't give a F about what people think, because we all do. And Karen Drowsness said that best when we had her on probably about 2 weeks ago. She goes, anybody who tells you that they don't care what other people think is lying. And I totally agree. So again, what people care to the degree that it affects their decisions, right? That's what Karen was speaking of. So with me, I've learned to be independent, meaning like, you're not going to make me feel shame and guilt. I won't allow that, because guess what? I beat myself up enough. There's nothing you can say or do to me that I already haven't done to myself. Right? So I'm my own worst critic. So I've been there and done that. That's why we have the tools. And that's why we talk about, like, what's your biggest blessing? Right? What's your biggest blessing? So a lot of people can't tell. We've been beaten up so much that we've allowed everyone's opinion of us. We've allowed society, whether it be because of ethnic group, political parties, religious affiliation, we've let other people define us. And I mean, I know that was true for me. And that's why at Spiritual Fitness Academy, this is what we teach. Like we can only give you what we live, right? I mean, my friend Itka, who passed away recently, had her book, and she goes, you can only keep what you give away, right? What do you take away from that? You can only keep what you give away.
Yeah, meaning, exactly that. If your service to others, you're given to other people, you appreciate other people, any kind of emotions, any kind of, not just like physical acts or, like you say, like keep what you give away right away. Maybe people think physically or an object.
Right.
To me, it's more personal, So you have to have understanding, you have to have gratitude, you have to have forgiveness in order to, you have to give that to receive that.
Yeah.
Kind of like respect, you don't gain respect unless you give respect.
Yeah.
Like,
Amen. Amen.
Mhm.
Thank you for sharing that. And yeah, I read from many different sources. This one is particularly from an AA book, and this one here, you don't have to be a part of AA. You don't have to be a part of any organization that ends with A.
Mhm.
But this is one of the most powerful phrases that help me understand my challenges. And here it is. And acceptance is the answer to all my problems today. When I'm disturbed, it is because I've had some person, place, or thing or situation, some fact of my life unacceptable to me. I can find no serenity until I accept that person, place, or thing or situation as being exactly the way it is supposed to be at this moment. Nothing, absolutely nothing happens in God's world by mistake. And then it goes on to talk about that unless I accept my alcoholism, if that's your challenge, you see, so you can input there, insert whatever you want. Is it sugar? Is it sex? Is it gambling? Whatever it is. But acceptance is going to be that key ingredient that unless you acknowledge it, unless you have situation awareness about that which is creating
Mhm.
the unmanageability in your life, you're not going to find any peace of mind. You're not going to find any serenity at all. And how do you find this? Well, the three pillars, or what I call the three core principles to personal and professional success. And those are what, babe?
Gratitude, forgiveness, and service.
And service.
And I
That's
have
it.
to I wouldn't be able to do what I do with you now if it let's go back 5 years. I could not do what I'm doing now. 4 years ago I could not do what I'm doing now because I was that, like, they say you can't heal in secret, like you say. And that's what I was doing. I was hiding so many things, and just putting on that mask every day and acting like everything's great. And I'm, going on about my daily life and raising my son and working and being there for my family. But inside I was like dying, and I really was not helping anyone because I couldn't even help myself until you made me realize, you and the circle of, our friends, that I needed to, as you say, you're transparent, share everything. That was not me. I was more like, no, whatever happens, I keep to myself and I can't tell people
That's
that.
most people, right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, So when I was able to be vulnerable and open up about that and share that with people and forgive, certain people that hurt me and let go of all that. Okay, now I can, before it was almost like, you could say, you're being phony, or you can't, because it's true. I could not help somebody if I haven't forgiven, people in my life or have healed myself. And now I feel like I have, and now I have that to give. Again, like, you can only keep what you give away.
Amen. Amen.
Mm-hmm.
Now, thank you, love. I'm so proud of you, and you and I have, really connected on so many levels. Aside that you're a badass cook, and a brother like to eat.
Hey,
Just saying. Um,
that's what the
you are outstanding. You are beautiful inside and out, Danielle. And so many people who who know our story get our back and forth, our banter. So I'm very appreciative, especially today when we had Jose Flores on. In fact,
Yeah.
he just confirmed the scroll came down. He's shipping the books tomorrow.
Yay.
So yeah, we cash out there. So we're gonna. So he talked about relationships and the relationship with his wife.
Oh,
And imagine, he says, if you have a relationship issue, um, and he typically says when he and his wife, they've been together for over 20 years. I think married 11 or something.
now they're married 13, together 20.
Okay, thank you. I stand corrected. And so when he mentioned that, he goes, when they're counseling people or advising couples, they come with their problems or issues, and then if I heard him correctly, he'll say, "Does your wife have to tie your shoes? Does your wife have to clothe you? Does your wife have to feed you?" And most people are like, "No, no," right? And it's like that's his gig, meaning like he can't get up unless his wife is dressing him because of the condition, the congenital. Well, actually, no, it wasn't congenital. I think he developed it later in life.
Spinal atrophy.
Say it again.
And I'm sorry, I can't think of the word in between, but it's spinal something atrophy, where he just has no use. Like he said, he can't really lift his arms. He can't move his legs. You know, she has to literally, and if you go to joseinspires.com, you'll see this beautiful video of his day, of his morning, of like when
Yes.
he wakes up, what his wife has to, help him with. It's so beautiful. Ugh.
Yes, yes, yes. So we highly encourage you to go to Jose's website, support what he's doing. He continues to inspire people, and I just love the guy. I mean, you and I met him. Well, I don't know. I
Yeah.
know you were with me.
Yeah.
We were walking by,
Mhm.
and I was telling the story how we met, and he remembered me.
He remembered. But how can anyone forget you?
So, it was great. So we shared that story today. We were at the 10X conference, and I honestly, I knew that I saw him via Facebook at some point, but I didn't know what he did. Like a lot of us, like people see videos of me and they go, "I've seen you somewhere." People literally will say, "I've seen you somewhere," but they can't place me because, like Jose said, I'm a monster when it comes to social media. That's what we do. Like I'm out there. You're gonna know. I'm gonna let you know I'm in the room. So Jose, when I walked by, people were taking pictures and talking, and I was like, "Who is this guy?" And the person, I don't remember who it was, but the guy said, "You don't know who that is? That's Jose Flores." And I was like, "Okay." So I wanted to, I figured I was missing out on something, and I was. And I said, "Hey, can I take a picture with you?" And as I was ready to put my arm around him, he goes, "You Boricua?" I said, "Yeah, Boricua." For those of you who don't know, you Puerto Rican. And so I was following him ever since, and I love his mission. I love how vulnerable he is and just straightforward. And who knew that from the time I met him, a gentleman who's been impacting and influencing people, not just in the U.S., but globally, and he's been doing it, millions of people. Has anyone out there heard of Les Brown? Well, he's part of the, Les Brown, and he's just really, really well entrenched with the people that are doing this on a global level. And in fact, just the FYI, he's going to be part of our Spiritual Fitness Summit. He's on there. And again, I would have never been able to picture this if I didn't stay true to our mission with spiritual fitness. We're attracting people of high caliber, people that their mission is in alignment with what we're doing. And we are just blown away with how fast things are moving, and you got to stay true to your principles. Again, what's the saying, baby? If you don't believe in something, you're going to fall for everything. There's a saying.
Yeah. If you don't, what is it? If you don't, no, it's not believe. It'll come to me.
Somebody out there knows what it is. Write it down. But if you don't believe in something, you fall for everything. Whatever that is, somebody will let us know.
Yeah.
Thank you. So let's see. So we are now into 18 minutes and 32. Having talked about principles and the wonderful people that we're connecting with, we're looking forward to Austin J. Haynes event. So I'm super, super looking forward to that. Yeah. And guys, you guys been coming on, guys and gals. We love you. We can't tell. We haven't figured this out yet here at the Academy. So some people have been coming off and on. But yeah, we just love sharing the experiences that we're having. And Austin J. Haynes, talk to us about our partnership with Austin and where we're going to be Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yay. We are so looking forward to that. Austin J. Haynes, he is a friend, a mentor. I don't know. He's just the most humble, genuine human being, that I've ever met. And he's just so down to earth, and, you can go to him and talk to him about anything. He doesn't judge. He's just, he just stays neutral. Emilio introduced me to him. Emilio and him were friends, before I came in the picture. But he's still just, but he's honest, he'll call me like that. It's like, you know what? He'll call you out on your ish. You know what I mean? Like he's just very fair. And that's what I love and respect about him. And he has something called Flashpoint. And
your turnaround story.
Yes, it's your turnaround story, and that's happening this week, December 4th, 5th, and 6th. Well, 4th and 5th, and 6th, he added Sunday for Relationship Day, which I'm really looking forward to. And it's just going to be an amazing event. And I know he still has a couple tickets left. And anyone that, is an entrepreneur or just wants to, go further in whatever you're doing. Doesn't matter if you have your own business or if you're just working a 9 to 5. It doesn't matter. This will benefit you in some positive way. And also Relationship Day, Sunday, whether you're in a relationship or not. This is for you. Relationship isn't just husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend. It could be with your child, with your parent. Even if you're single and you want to be prepared for when you do get in a relationship, this will benefit you. So I encourage you, and I will drop the link in here after. I encourage you to join us this weekend.
Yeah. No, thank you, love. And in full disclosure, the link that we will be dropping is an affiliate link. So we're always transparent. And again, we would be sharing Loving on Austin even if we didn't have that affiliate connection. So, and the cool thing is he's got a few spots for that live. It's going to be in a studio. That's unique. But he also has it with a capability where you can stream. Given right now the state of affairs in terms of health, we don't know what's happening. We don't know what the hell to believe.
Yep,
right? I mean, nobody knows. The experts don't know what the hell's going on. But one thing is for sure, that an ounce of prevention is better than a pound of cure. We've heard that said many times, Benjamin Franklin. Okay, so wear your mask. Mask up.
Something just came to me. If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything.
Boom, there you go. That was it. Let me find out you're going to fall.
I had to say it before I forgot it again.
Let me find out you're not standing right now.
No, I am standing. And I can fall very easily.
Yes, that's right. Well, thank you. There you go. So thank you, love.
Yeah. I had to say it before I forgot.
Well, listen, in terms of events as well, I'm en route. Everything is secure for Costa Rica. In fact, it's just amazing. Like, that wasn't on our radar, right? Babe, when was it that this just happened? It unfolded.
Literally Thanksgiving Day. That was my gift to you.
That's right. Thank you. And I appreciate it because I wasn't going. We love Hector. We promote him because he's part of the spiritual fitness family. And even if he wasn't, what he does with his people, his tribe, his passion, his commitment, it's just unparalleled. I love his commitment to what he does. I'm biased with him because, he has a military background. He's from Uruguay. He was an officer in the Uruguay military, and he's an all-around brilliant guy. I think he graduated top of the class. I think he was out of high school by the time he was like 15 or something. So he's just a brilliant guy on that level. But when you get to meet him, such a genuine soul. And Hector and I connected via a co-authorship. This is why we're so big and passionate about co-authorship. Who knew? I did not even know he was in his book. I paid to be in a co-authorship, which, by the way, was forwarded by Dr. Brian Tracy. And then we all met up in Canada for the celebration. And it was a nice, beautiful celebration. And unfortunately, I'm sorry, I take it back. We were part of the collaboration. And Hector came in via Skype or something because there was an issue with the passport in Canada. It got confusing. But anyway, we connected before the event. It was just an amazing relationship. And we formed this collaboration where now he's doing this mastermind in Daniela. We got about a few minutes here and then we're going to wrap it up. But what did that look like for you? I mean, like Costa Rica last year.
Yeah. Well, I shared it before that, I was not even going to go. So then I kept an open mind. I said, okay, let's do it. So we went, and besides what I learned on the business side, which, I always say that's more Emilio's thing, and I support, I go along and listen and see what I can learn. But for me, it was more I had an amazing breakthrough. And like Emilio was saying earlier, I need you, you need me. Well, that could not be more true. when I was there and had my breakthrough, which we posted a video last night. I had a 30-year fear of water. And
excuse me, does that mean like you don't you shower like twice a week? What does that mean? Your fear of water? What does that mean, man?
You ever want to eat again?
No, I was just kidding. Mia culpa.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I not that I used to go to the beach. I love the beach. It's like my all-time favorite thing, but I would go to the water like up to my ankles. That's it. And then I feel a little tug into the sand. I'm like, whoa, like I'm running back. So that's how I was for 30 years. I couldn't enjoy activities with my son because thank God he wasn't like me. He was like a fish in the water from the time he was little. So, but I used to sit on the sidelines and, I couldn't enjoy any of those activities with him. So, looking back, I really regret not doing something like this. But you know what? Things happen for a reason. Right. This was where it was meant to happen. And I still don't know how to swim. Let's get this straight. I still don't know how to swim. But I got over my fear of going into the water. Thank you to Dr. Obam, but thank you to Hector's mastermind, because this would have never happened. I would have never had this opportunity to just take that chance. I went up. We say like it's about at least a 16-foot ledge.
It was
at least, and jumped into about 30 feet of water is what it seemed like to me.
Twice. And like you did it in reverse. It was like even me, I know how to swim.
Yeah.
It was a bit freaky. Looking down, I was like, what? And I know how to swim.
Like your friend or buddy Rob Valentine, he commented on my video. They say, "Oh, is she afraid of heights?" I'm like, actually, no. The height thing doesn't faze me at all. It wasn't even about that. When Hector was saying, you're going to jump, I'm like, no. I think he thought that I was afraid of the height. I'm really not. I'm not afraid of heights. That wasn't it. It was the water. It was just that's my lifelong fear, is the water. So, that fear of drowning is just, what my thing is. But it takes a community. And I had beautiful souls like Karen and Lori and T and Isabel and you, of course, and Jenny and our Russian friend Vlad, all waiting for it. I had them behind me giving me positive energy. I had them waiting for me below. Do you think I would have done any of that if I had none of them there? No, absolutely not. So I do need you. You do need me. You do need Emilio. Emilio needs, people. That's how it works. It's it takes a community. It takes a village, is the old saying, They got me through that. I keep, kept saying like, God, I can't believe I did that. I can't believe, how did I do that? I know why I did it, because I had the support and the love and the energy from beautiful souls that, we connected with at Hector's mastermind. And right. just for that reason alone, I am so grateful that I went.
Amen. Amen. No, I mean, again, the whole experience was amazing. And share with us, because this was memorable to me. When you came out of that and you had a little alone time with Daniela and you went to the bathroom, what were you doing there?
I went in the bathroom. I was just so, it was like almost like an outer body experience that day. It really was. Like, I couldn't believe it. And like I said, I not only did it once, I went back down, went back up and did it again. And I went in the room by myself, and I don't think ever in my whole life I ever was like proud of myself for something. I really wasn't.
Okay.
So I went in the room and I looked in the mirror and I'm like, yes, you did it. You did it. And I'm like, just to myself, and it was like the best feeling ever. It just was the best feeling ever.
Amen. 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 And
hey, you want to make me cry on Facebook Live?
Yeah, let me find out. You're gonna come up in here and you're gonna wet the camera and stuff.
It's very emotional. Like, I watched that video last night. Every time I watch it, it's like the first time I'm seeing it. And I get those same emotions. Yeah. Like, it was amazing.
No, thank you for sharing that, love. And this is what that's what I wanted to share and communicate with people. Understand that it wouldn't be an opportunity, right? Like for Daniela, it was an opportunity, because where in your everyday life do you have that type of synergy, that type of energy where all these people are converging literally to help you, to support you, to get you to face whatever it is that you're afraid of. And Daniela felt like comfortable enough that even when people were telling her, "Oh, you're gonna do it," she was like, there's that resistance, right? Showed up. But when she let go of that and recognized that she was in a safe space, even though there was a real level of threat when you're doing something at that height,
Yeah.
all that stuff was very real. Let's not confuse this. But she was able to move forward because in her heart, in her mind, it linked up. It just made sense. It made sense. And she took a leap of faith. And all of a sudden, she didn't just go one time, she went twice. And then when she went to the bathroom, what was that about? Right? That was about her mind was blown. It was like her mind was telling her stories of when she was thrown into a pool and the mind wouldn't let go of that. It was trying to keep her safe. Like, are you kidding me? And then when she was able to just step out on faith because of the energy of the community, I mean, now she's doing things that she wouldn't have otherwise. And so here we are again, this time again. And unfortunately, Daniela is not able to come with me. And because of that, we have a spot available. While it is not a free spot, it is a very, very generous discounted price.
Very.
It was already gone. Hector Rodriguez Corbello called me up and said, Emilio, I know it's last minute, but because of our relationship that we have, he says, I'm going to give you two opportunities with 2 tickets. And the minute I didn't even come on Facebook, I have a whole list of people that were very tight, and within 10, 20 minutes, about 15 minutes average, both tickets gone. And then all of a sudden, the one gentleman who's a good friend and very supportive, he had an issue with the passport. So what does that mean? It just means that that's an opportunity for someone else to experience what Danielle experienced. I don't know what you're fearful of. I don't know what your challenge is, your struggle, but for everyone, it's different. It may be a financial breakthrough that you need to see. You're going to be with Forbes Riley. Anybody heard of Forbes Riley? Right? Look her up. Okay. She's one of the most successful business women, not in the US, but on the planet. Okay. And when you get to go to a Forbes Riley event, you typically can pay a lot of money to see her give a keynote or participate in whatever it is that she's got going, and then she's gone. At this opportunity, you get to spend not 1, 2, 3, but 4, 5 days with her in a very intimate setting. It is just unreal. So that was one of the key factors that I'm going. And my wife said, "You got to go." My wife was like, "You got to go. You got to go." And I was a speaker on that platform last year. And so, by the way, there's a yacht included. There's some upgrades, but I'm telling you, one person, and I know how many days we have left.
Let's see. Today's the 1st, so 11 days.
11 days. Listen, guys, I tell you what, when the Anthony Robbins opportunity came up, remember that, babe? It was literally, wasn't like 24 hours?
That was within 48 hours or
48 hours?
Yep.
I had to cancel.
That was so not planned. And our grandson was just born, and we had all plans to go spend time with him. And hey, when opportunity knocks, answer.
Yeah. Because and because Daniela and I discussed it, she was like, "Go for it." I had to cancel a VA appointment. I had to do what I had to do, and I tell you what, because of that, we've built great relationships. In fact, Amanda Ranks, and I literally, Amanda Ranks and Stan, we all walked on.
Wasn't Kevin there too?
Kevin, yeah. So that's where I met Kevin Sherrod, Amanda Ranks, Stan, and these are people that now we build a friendship, so that Amanda is in our book.
Yep.
Right. So Amanda and I, we walked on fire. So I don't think I said that on the Anthony Robbins Unleash the Power Within. So when you go to these events, it's such an experience that you wind up connecting. So listen, this is not an overselling. We don't got to do that. We share Daniela's story, and you saw her video. If you haven't, if you're catching this on the replay, catch her like it's live. Like you'll see people actually recorded it. She goes,
"Yep."
We were all there, and our cousin Jennifer, who's a swimmer, she was there. And Daniela was such in a zone, just like I was when you walk on,
Yeah, on fire. Oh wow.
that Daniela was bruised up for like 2 weeks, and she
Oh.
did not feel it. Like it's like she got beat up, but because the way she landed, she was like, I didn't feel that thing. She was just in the zone.
Yeah. There's like no words to describe. I can't describe that moment because, over the years, you and countless other people have tried to get me to jump in, swim, but never happened. Never happened. Why did it happen that day? It's the right energy, the right people, the right moment.
Amazing. Well, love, listen, thank you very much. I'll meet you in the other room in 5 minutes.
I hope you don't get stuck in traffic.
So we're literally in the same place. I came down, we're connecting. We got Jennifer in the other room. Everybody's on calls, and there's so much going on. But yeah, why don't you bring me some tea? Okay.
I got it.
Yeah.
I'll let you close this out.
Okay, what is it?
I said I'll let you close it out.
Okay, thank you, baby. So listen, God. So listen, I really send all love. I send you prayers. If you're walking, you're talking, you're breathing today, thank your higher power. Thank your higher power, whatever that looks like to you. But today, my heart was filled, especially after coming across Jose Flores and the amazing story that he shared. And then when he's wheelchair bound, and then when he saw another gentleman who was wheelchair bound but was paralyzed from the neck down, and he came in with a straw, and this person was smiling. This person was full of life. And Jose looked at him. He was challenged. He was mad because he couldn't reach up to do something with because the food kept falling off, and his wife was serving him, and he was, you can imagine. And he realized he reminds himself that his situation as it is. And then when he saw someone, and his message to us at the end was like, if you think you've got it bad, there's always someone who has it worse. What's the determining factor? What is it that changes the ball game? And it was the mindset. And that's why Jose Flores is known as the mindset disruptor. He helps people really get clear on their situation, their perspective, because it really is an attitude. It really is, and not to sound cliche, but it's mental. A lot of it is mental. And when you and I can figure out that we need to be attitude engineers, right? Just like an engineer would work on a plane or an engine, you and I need to understand the power of the mind. We need to understand how it works for you. We need to understand how, when it doesn't work for you, we need to understand what things we can do to make it perform better. So listen, we love you. I look forward to seeing you all in the morning. I'm getting some great feedback for our spiritual sunrise show live from Atlantic City Boardwalk. Tomorrow we're going to be in Cherry Hill, so I can hear the laughter in the other room. So love you guys, and we're going to end with this. Hello, everyone. I'm Emilio Roman. I'm America's #1 spiritual fitness coach.
My name is Anilda Davila, and it's an honor for me to know Emilio Roman. I met Emilio through Austin James to be part of his co-author network project, Spiritual Fitness Survivor. And to me, it was like a divine connection.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ivy Perez, and I am a certified transformational life coach. Now, I believe in the power of vulnerability. And over the course of the past year, I've been sharing my journey, my story on social media. And Emilio Roman actually reached out to me because of doing that and asked me to share my story. And becoming a part of the co-author network and becoming part of this book, the Spiritual Fitness Survivor book, not only has given me a platform to share my story, it has given me the ability to voice my journey, voice my story so that I can empower others to do the same.
Emilio has done a lot for me. This is actually the second book that I'm in, and it has been an amazing experience, all because of him. So the first one was a great experience, but when he approached me about doing a book with him, that was a no-brainer. Not only is he great at the publishing and doing the book, the support and tips that he gives you along the way are amazing. Even if you're not looking to do a book deal, if you're looking to grow your business, if you're looking to grow yourself and just be a better person, Emilio is definitely the guy that you want to follow.
Hi everybody, my name's Karen Drosnes, and I am a co-author in this magnificent book, Spiritual Fitness Survivor. I met Emilio Roman through a really good friend of mine, and immediately our energies connected. He is extraordinary at what he does, and trust me, you will never feel alone when you work with Emilio. I happen to agree with a good friend of mine, Bridget, who says, even if you would choose not to write in the book, Emilio is someone you must know. I had been planning for a long time to share my story with everyone and the world of overcoming traumas. And then the next thing I know, I just opened my hands up, and guess who jumped in them? Emilio Roman. Thank you so much, and please connect with Emilio. He is beyond amazing.